everybody, it's Marie here. Welcome back to the channel. Another round of the Apprentice Guild has come and gone, and today we're talking about Knowsmore, or brainy characters. There are a couple of different interpretations for this one, but I went with book smart characters. Now first off, I think this would be a really cool bookworm series. So basically all of your super smart characters, or characters that are typically aligned with being nerdy, being brainy, being underrated in their little groups. And I've got a couple of ideas drawn out. One that didn't quite finish just because of his difficulty in drawing, but I think the other two are pretty decent. So a couple of the characters I had written down first are contenders for this idea are Zummy Gummy, Dipper Pines from Gravity Falls, Anne Boonchoy or Hopadiah Planter from Amphibia, Knowsmore from Wreck-It Ralph 2, Gadget Hackwrench from Rescue Rangers, Amity from The Owl House, Huey and Della Duck from the DuckTales 2017 reboot series, Scrooge McDuck, either series would have worked fine, Sylvia Marple from the extremely goofy movie, she's the librarian, Merlin, Lena Bell, because I've always seen her being super inquisitive in the mystery sets that I've seen, and then Lewis slash the entire Robinson family from Meet the Robinsons. So I thought this was a really cute idea. This kind of spawned a whole like pin event idea. You could have a ton of underrepresented characters doing like different things with books or knowledge or testing out what makes them smart or brainy. I think that'd be really fun. So the first design here, we have Zummy Gummy, and he's basically like the old wise man, or the wizard of the gummy bears. If you are unfamiliar with the show, I highly recommend you watch a couple episodes on Disney+. It's super cute. This would be a pin-on-pin element. I did not know what to put in the background. I didn't want it to be just a solid color. So if anybody has any suggestions, please write those down in the comments. I think that would be really fun to get some input. So basically the design would be Zummy Gummy with the Great Gummy Book, the Great Book of Gummy, there we go, the Great Book of Gummy. He would have a couple of tree branches holding up the frame to this pin. I think that would be really fun. There's some fun wooden elements in here. The gold medallion around his neck there would be a gold piece that could either be a 3D element, or the Great Book of Gummy could be a 3D element, or the gummy berry juice that they use in the show to like bounce everywhere could also be a 3D element, which technically I guess Grammy and Sunny Gummy would also be particularly good for this set as well, because they hold the secret recipe for gummy berry juice, and that's knowledge because nobody else quite knows it off the top of their heads. So I think that would be a really cool design. And then, of course, oh my god, if you're a fan of Gravity Falls, you know I had to include the books, okay? I had to include the books because they're super important to the series, and I thought it would be really cool to have like Dipper. Ooh, now that I think about it, we could also have Ford. We could also have Grunkle Stan, Gideon. Basically, pretty much anybody in the show could be included into this set because they all have different strengths and they're all very in tune and intellectual for whatever specific area of expertise they have. So I feel like this is just the tip of the iceberg. Good lord, I couldn't talk. Anyway, okay, so this pin, you'd have Bill Cipher in the background with a bunch of question marks or like some really cool Mystery Shack pattern in the background. Just the Mystery Shacks or pine trees or shooting star, like any of the logos you would see at the end of the show's credits. I think that would be really cool to include in the background. Or if they did an entire series of Gravity Falls just by itself, that would be so cool to include the character with their sign in the background, and then have like Bill Cipher in like a blacklight situation, like from last year's pins. Oh man, this is a really good idea now. Okay, anyway, so the top is Bill Cipher's eyeballs with his little hands. They're black. If you've never seen the show and have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll insert a picture. But the hands are black. It's a triangle shape representing Bill, so that's pretty cool. And then you've got Dipper Pines. Now, I'm not used to drawing characters, okay? That's not what I do normally, but this is the best Dipper Pines I could come up with on short notice. I tried. And he's holding book number 3 from the show because that's the one he finds, and he's like looking into the book for secrets. I think this is really cool. You could have a glowing eyeball element. You could have fluorescent effects or blacklight effects. I think that would be really cool. The background could either be yellow or deep purple metallic. I think that would be fun. And then, of course, I kind of messed up on the hat color because I was not paying attention when I did this. But Dipper would have his classic, like, blue and white logo Mystery Shack hat. So I think that would be really fun. And then the third design that I came up with but didn't quite finish, it's like mid-process, okay, is Bradford Buzzard, which is the ultimate bad guy from DuckTales, the 2017 reboot show. Now, I'm not going to spoil it, but he is a very smart and intellectual individual who lies in wait for a very long time during Scrooge McDuck's reign over Duckburg, okay? So I'm not going to spoil anything else, but you should go watch that series as well if you have if you have Disney Plus. And please let me know what your thoughts about this series are. I think this is a really cool idea. I definitely love the different elements and the potential for a set like this. There's a lot of really cool characters we could dive into. Now, if you want to join us, next month, September, is Sunday Night Football. Build a team mascot or a logo. Any theme, okay? Any character, any movie, any franchise. It's up to you. Show us your love of sports. I'm very excited. There's a lot of cool stuff to consider in here. We might be doing a couple of logos. We'll just see what kind of designs and time we have for. And I hope you guys enjoy this. Please make sure to give this a like, give us ideas or suggestions for brainy characters that you would want to see in a set down below. Go check out Debbie's. I cannot wait to see what she does. And we're going to have a really, really cool collab next week, starting on this coming Sunday. So you're going to want to subscribe to us and check out all the fun stuff. So we'll see you real soon, Pin Pals. Bye!